insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Lines, brought to you by WizardSportsPicks.com, coming to you live from beautiful San Diego, California. I'm out here for a work trip, but that does not mean that we don't have some great looks for the Tuesday, January 6th NHL card that I'd like to share with you. Again, I'm regularly on here on Tuesdays. Thanks for everyone that tunes in, comments, likes, shares. I do appreciate it. I make sure and get over to the website, WizardSportsPicks.com. We've now got annual packages, monthly packages, in addition to buying individual picks. So, if you like certain cappers, if guys are on streaks, you name it, you can buy an annual plan, a monthly plan, a 6-month plan, you name it, it's on there. So be sure to get over to WizardSportsPicks.com. Constantly coming out with new stuff. A lot of exciting stuff on the horizon on the website, so be sure to check it out. As you know, I typically focus on the NHL. Last week we just had a short 2-pick slate, given that we had 4 or 5 games. I forget. Last Tuesday night, I did split those games, so 1-1 after going 5 straight weeks of 2-1. Maybe this is the week that we get that 3-0 hat trick sweep of plays, because I've got 3 plays that I like. So without further ado, I will go ahead and jump in. First on the slate for tomorrow night's games, we've got a 7 p.m. puck drop where the Dallas Stars head east to begin an East Coast road trip against the Carolina Hurricanes. Dallas coming into this game 0-2-3 in their last 5 games. They're still sitting in second in the NHL in overall points. Minnesota right on their heels now. If they don't figure things out, they might find themselves in third. Crazy Central Division with Colorado obviously way ahead of everybody across the board, not just in the Central, but the NHL as well. But Dallas, sort of slumping. 3 of the 5 have gone to overtime, so they have had points in 3 of the last 5. But 5 straight losses for a team of that caliber is pretty uncharacteristic. I do lean Dallas in this game, but that's not my pick here. I'm going with first period over. The Hurricanes are a team that shoots a ton of pucks. Dallas is not immune to giving up an early goal, but I do think, getting a fresh road trip, sometimes you just need to get the guys together, get into a hotel, grab a couple good meals, get away from the families, the distractions. When you're, playing well, it doesn't matter quite as much, but when you're slumping, I do like the fresh start road trip angle. So I think Dallas is going to want to come out hot, and I think the Hurricanes, come out firing pucks every game. So first period over, -130. I love that look. I think we get 2 goals here. I could see it being 1-1. I could see it being 2-1 even, either way. So just need 2 for that first pick. Dallas heading to Carolina, first period over, -130. That'll be pick number 1 for me. Number 2, we have another 7 p.m. puck drop, 7 p.m. Eastern Time puck drop, where the Vancouver Canucks are heading out east to take on the Buffalo Sabres. The Sabres' 10-game win streak was snapped over the weekend, so unfortunately they didn't exceed their franchise record, but they are still, a very hot team right now. I don't think this, one loss is going to shift everything and that the Sabres are going to implode. I think they come out hot at home. I think Vancouver, is a team susceptible to giving up goals. It's expected that Thatcher Demko will be in net for the Canucks on Tuesday night. So he's given up 4+ goals in 3 of his last 4. I think the Sabres want to bounce back after finally getting that loss. You kind of lose a little of that pressure. You're on a 10-game heater. When are we going to lose? When are we going to lose? You finally do. You can play a little more freely. So I think Sabres team total over 3.5 is a great look. I'm seeing it as low as -105, -110. I love that look. I think asking Buffalo to get to 4. Could this be a crazy 4-4, game that reaches overtime and the Canucks find a way to win in a shootout? Absolutely. The Sabres do, give up some goals at times. But I think asking them to get 4 against a Vancouver team that is, one of the bottom teams in the league defensively. Demko has not been the same Demko that he was pre-injury quite yet. I think he still will be at some point, but I don't think it starts Tuesday night. So Buffalo team total over 3.5. That'll be pick number 2. And my third and final pick for the Tuesday, January 6th NHL card is going to be in the late game, 10 p.m. puck drop Eastern time, where the Columbus Blue Jackets head out west to take on the San Jose Sharks. These are two teams that are pretty hot to first period overs. San Jose is 8-2, one of the hottest first period over teams in the league. Columbus is sitting at 5-5 in their last 10, which isn't anything to get too excited over. But they are 8-2 in their last 10 with a goal in the first 10 minutes. I think the Sharks, can definitely score in this period as well. So give me the first period over here. I do lean for the over at 6.5. I wish there was a 6 out there. I'd feel a little better about it. But I think asking for 2 in the first is not a big ask for these two teams that both sit in like the bottom 8 in the NHL as far as goals against. San Jose sitting at 32 last I looked, and I think Columbus was right around 25, 26 in the league. So both bottom teams as far as giving up goals. San Jose at home, they're going to want to play well. Columbus is going to want to start the road trip, with a nice bang. And so similar to the Stars angle, I like this first period over. I think it's two teams that both will want to get on the board early, and so I think we see at least 2 in the first period. So just to recap, we've got a first period over in the Stars Hurricanes game. We've got a Sabres team total in the Vancouver Buffalo game. Both of those are 7 p.m. puck drops. And then in the late slate, we've got the first period over in Columbus, San Jose. That will be a 10 p.m. puck drop Eastern time. So if you are on the East Coast, at least it's just a first period over. So you'll just have to watch the first, and then you can hit the snooze button. So again, thank you for everyone that watches. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the comments, the nice words on social media. I do appreciate it. Again, apologize for any audio issues. My backdrop being a hotel room. Wanted to make sure and get you guys the picks, despite being on the road. Next week I'll be back home in my normal spot, normal microphone, everything like that. So be sure to tune in next week. Again, check out wizardsportspicks.com. A lot of great stuff going on there right now. Leaderboards are hot. We've got some cappers on incredible streaks right now. So get over to the website. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing everyone next week on another episode of Beyond the Lines, brought to you by wizardsportspicks.com.